to this on Twitter too. Right here, if you check this link or whatever, is it not working? This lets you. Well, I hope they didn't take it down. This lets you put the that Bernie Sanders chair wherever you want. So there you go.
Yeah, I've got so many of those so far.
But it's good. I've been putting like my old addresses. I've been photobombing people. Hey, dude, who's in front of your house? You know, so this has been keeping me updated.
It's pretty funny.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there okay? So I guess late injury news. These Toronto guys, are they legit questionable?
We have no Kyle Lowry.
Oh, he will not play.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I have to change everything. I didn't know that yet.
Everything, yeah, I sort of figured he wasn't going to, but I didn't change everything yet. Neither will we have no Dragic either.
Okay. So
okay.
I hate the NBA. I just really do.
Man, it's just it's crazy, but this is also like there's some value in.
I know.
Now
I actually have to spend some time doing this.
Yeah.
Oh well. So Miles Turner is playing.
Yeah, I now have Randall ahead of Sabonis on DraftKings and FanDuel because DraftKings more because of the price.
Lowry is not playing.
I'm trying to get my updated projection. So I've got a lot of lineups today, guys. So bear with me as I try to answer questions and do things while I go through it. I think Terrence Davis is a really good play that people aren't going to initially think of when they think of this Toronto situation. In fact, I would say he might be a better play than Bruce Brown if Bruce Brown is not starting. Now, he's going to be a better pivot off of Bruce Brown.
Hey, am I missing something? I go back to work. I walk back. Bruce Brown? What's going on?
No Kevin Durant?
Well, I knew that, but so what?
So then if they start Bruce Brown,
I don't like Bruce Brown.
Well, good.
Okay.
Then you can play Terrence Davis.
You got to play those guys, huh? Is that the story?
No, you don't have to, but it is a way to play.
Wait, so and Hero is out?
Hero is out. I got to change all my FanDuel lineups too because sort of thought he was going to play this time.
Yeah, and you're saying there's no Dragic?
No, Dragic is in.
Oh, Dragic is in. So Hero is out. You just said Dragic was out before. Okay.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I got it mixed up. Sorry. I was trying to get Dragic in my lineups. You know how it goes. So it's going to make like guys like Derrick Rose fall off the map for people more, in my opinion, because Dragic, rightfully so, should be played. You also want to run it back with, I think the natural guys are going to be Powell, Van Vliet, but I do like the Terrence Davis idea, to be honest.
We really can't do any better than Terrence Davis.
I think he had upside like before he was out. He's been getting run in crucial situations. He put up 31 in the last game. He sort of comes and goes, but he's got a massive ceiling, and he might be the guy people don't look to now. I have a feeling people are smart enough to get onto him. Obviously, Kendrick Nunn. Sorry, those are the obvious ones. Kendrick Nunn.
Is Kendrick Nunn cheap enough to play him still?
He's 5,500.
I know. Is that cheap enough?
54. I mean, he played great. They're going to give him a ton of minutes. They're going to use him that much in the offense. He is. I also really like Bam. The problem is, how do you play Bam? Okay, that's the question that you're going to run into.
I don't think you can play any. I mean, how are you going to play centers?
You got to play Cousins with something else.
I had another weird center idea, and then I forgot who it is. No, I mean, because I feel as though you have to play Cousins, and then you have to play one of the high performers, right?
So But Bam might be that hyper. Bam.
Yeah, I suppose, huh?
And if you're gonna get other business in that game, shoot, I'm like,
Man, I tell you, man, I really simplified my life. I was gonna just totally go and tell you what I was gonna do, and now this whole thing just makes things just.
well, maybe it isn't, though. Maybe there's something that you feel a little differently about.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm just gonna update my projections here, and then I'm gonna see if there's anything I really have to get, and then we'll hold on. So, because I was on FanDuel, I was just gonna say screw everybody. I was just gonna just stack the Kings in the Knicks and just be done with it. I was gonna play my Halliburton with Fox. I was gonna fade Luka, and do a point guard with middling point guard Fox and Elf and Randall, and that was gonna be my. And then and with and maybe Bagley also. Root against everybody else.
It's so hard to play Bam on DraftKings.
Bam on DraftKings?
Yeah, that's what I'm running into. I'm gonna see what's up in chat real quick, just to.
Yeah, see what we got.
I gotta get some lineup builds here.
607. Oh, we got time. 607. 607. Plenty of time.
Okay, nothing happened. Just about lots of let's go, guys. Yeah, we got a lot to figure out here, and we're just waiting on. I'm waiting on some projections to update. And I'm making some changes, getting more of this Miami-Toronto game, which I already kind of liked. Now I'm just trying to find it the right way to like it.
You know what kind of money we might be leaving on the table? And I was thinking of this. I don't know if you consider yourself good at this or bad at this or whatever, but like situations where it's possible that guys get ruled out, like big guys, that if you could just project that and basically just bet straight up sports bets, you know what I mean? Like knowing that the odds, taking a percentage that the odds come down when that guy gets ruled out. But I guess
there's some way to do some version of what you're talking about.
I guess that's all factored into the price, though, no?
Yeah, I think so.
Hero is out of this one, so I can update this, and let me just see something. I was out of this, so I can update this. Okay, so I'm almost done with the projection. I'm going to look at it, and then I will see if I have to change everything or just a little bit. That's my. I mean, you're gonna have to play Toronto guys, right? I mean, like you have to play. Isn't Norman Powell the best play? Without even looking.
Norman Powell should be one of the best plays. I also think. Let me see real quick.
I mean, I'm gonna say always. He usually takes advantage of these situations.
He does. I'm a little surprised at what do we think is going to happen with the starting lineup. I guess I think Norman Powell is the obvious guy, right? And he's got to be almost like miss. Yeah, I think it is. So one thing I'm trying to do, and I'm actually doing a weird Miami stack with Toronto, but the weird Toronto guys like Powell and Davis together.
Terrence Davis. That's that same Terrence Davis, huh?
You don't like Terrence Davis?
No, I guess. This is not like Solomon Hill, right? I mean, this is.
No, it's the exact
opposite. It's like actually a play, right?
Yeah, if he plays 37 minutes, you're going to get 35 or 50, 45 fantasy points out of him, like for sure. You just don't know if he might play 20 minutes.
Right.
He's not like a natural 2. It would have been nice if Siakam was out too. I'd like to play better. Right now, I'm gonna shelf this one, I think. Ugh. It's painful to do.
Let me see if I can.
Powell Davis. I like the Powell Davis Nunn together, though.
Powell Davis and Nunn together?
Makes some sense. But I don't think Terrence. No. I don't know if I want Powell in the same lineup I have Terrence Davis in.
Yeah, on FanDuel, Davis is 3,800.
He's 34 on DK.
Yeah, I'm just saying that on FanDuel, he is now, and I'm still not completely done, but now he is the top point per dollar shooting guard.
Davis is.
Yeah.
You're just a minute ago. You're telling me how crazy it is. Maybe it is crazy though, Sheets. Look at it. Certainly didn't work with Solomon Hill in 37.
But probably the best play at shooting guard is probably Van Vliet, right?
Yeah, I think that off the top of my head, it would be Van Vliet.
Like, I think I want to play Van Vliet and Harden instead of. I mean, if I could do it instead of Davis and Harden, right? I mean, like, assuming you have to play Harden. Do you like Kyrie?
Yeah, I like Kyrie actually a little bit better than Harden, with the price being considered. On more important on DK, but definitely like it. I really like Kyrie,
I could see where this is headed here. By the way,
and I like Sexton at no ownership.
you like Sexton, no ownership. Well,
I mean,
he's definitely going to have no ownership.
Yeah, and to be honest, even with Garland back, the crazy part is, do we play Garland and think he has like the minutes? Like that's like the super brainchild, but I don't think I'm ready to do that.
Okay, so I'm almost done now.
How much Cousins are you playing on DraftKings?
Probably all of it.
Pretty much all of it for me too.
I mean, I would venture to say that that I mean it's possible he even gets more than 24 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I can. I don't think I can fade it. I mean, how am I going to do it? I mean, like, it's just so many
automatic plays tonight and so many plays available. It just feels weird.
What I'm going to do is let's just forget all that. All right. This makes it done. Yeah, this save that, and then we'll one more. I should do one more ownership look. I'll take one more ownership look too. Well, I wonder how popular these guys are going to be, like the Terrence Davises, and just want to take a look. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta say, by the way, just incredible props to the people that do that live before lock thing and actually play DFS.
We're doing it.
Yeah, I don't know how.
We're those people at this moment.
It's really hard. It's really hard. I need an intern is what I need, actually. But let's see. I mean, if I was just a little more prepared, I'd be ready to go. I just didn't know those.
No, that's big.
I didn't know those last two things.
We're not getting paid for this. We don't need to apologize. We're figuring out our lineups.
No, but I like to be prepared anyway. I mean, I have my own way of planning, and and if that news just came out, I'd be more mad at myself. But I think that news has been out for a little while, no?
Just a little bit before you came on.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Now we're going to do this again. Okay. And this is the uber shell, the DraftKings line, which is never happening right now. So this is all going to be changed, just so you know. All right. So so now with new projections and new ownerships and new whatever, I'm going to go through my own first position by position thing, and then I'm going to try to build a lineup out of this. I mean, the other thing we don't have like starting lineups for Chicago, right?
There's not starting lineups for anybody but like Houston.
But Chicago's in 45 minutes. I mean, it would be nice to know who's starting that game, I think.
I agree.
Okay, so right now let's see by how much. Actually, it doesn't make a difference. So I'm going first bet center. So at center on FanDuel, DeMarcus Cousins is still the best play by an enormous amount. He's going to be about, I have 59% owned at center. I don't know. Power forward, straight point per dollar, I still have Thad Young being the top point per dollar play. But then like as these pay ups go, you know what I have equal now, Bobby? I have Bam and Sabonis equal.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
And I have Bam lower owned right now.
On FanDuel. I'm sorry, I'm on DraftKings. I had a bunch of lineups with with a bunch of guys who are not playing. I'm playing 5 big lineups tonight between both sites, and I think that I'm going to play Sexton in 2 of them.
Really?
It's just the unbelievable lack of ownership in a great spot. I know it's not a little different with. I honestly want to play Garland. I really do. It's a little. Let me see. How many minutes can we really expect from him? He plays 1 million when he plays.
My new best point per dollar play on point guard is no longer Brunson and Patty Mills. It's now Dragic.
Dragic, yeah. Do we have any questions in the chat sheets that you happen to notice?
No, but I'm gonna hold on. I gotta do something, and then I'm gonna check the chat in a second.
Yeah, do your thing.
So I'm gonna swap out. May as well for now. I want to swap out Peyton for Dragic.
So where I'm playing Luka, FYI, I'm going to play Luka with Harden on DraftKings.
Okay.
Just because they're the same price, and I don't think that many people are going to. I mean, if they do that, it's going to be a pretty narrow build. But if I do that and then play like Sexton, like nobody's doing that.
One thing, at small forward, still my top 2 plays are well, you know who moved up a little bit for me was Eric Gordon. But Eric Gordon and Jaylen Brown. And then shooting guard. Yeah, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever. Yeah, Terrence Davis is the best point per dollar play. And then after that is oh my God, the top 3 of this, the top 3, right for the top 3 shooting guards I have on Toronto in all of FanDuel. Terrence Davis, Norman Powell, Fred VanVleet, all from Toronto.
Yeah, there's certainly some reason for it.
Yep.
How?
Now let me go to DraftKings. Hold on. Is DraftKings?
You know who actually is the weird guy I played the other night that I thought was going to get me there? And he kind of almost did. It was Kelly Olynyk. He put up like 38 in the same exact matchup.
That is going to be so hard. Well, I shouldn't say that hard.
It's not that crazy to play him over like Bagley, who's going to be chalky, but.
All right, let me see what DraftKings looks like. And then so on DraftKings, just straight. Yeah, Terrence Davis and all these freaking guys, right? All these Toronto Miamis. Ooh, you know who? I don't know if he's starting, but you know who looks good is that other guy that you played before, that Gabe Vincent.
That's what I was thinking about.
So what happens? This is what happens if you do this. So this is like really just the stupidest shit you can do. Okay, so let's say you play. Let's say you do this, and then let's say I start by doing this. What if I play? Let's pull Toronto, Miami. It's probably not going to be really smart, but we're going to do it.
Gafford's starting.
Who is Gafford?
Yeah, I wish we didn't know that because now everybody's going to play him.
One thing about Gafford, he doesn't get a lot of rebounds. Just figure I'd throw it out there.
The fact that starting him is good enough for me at 3,100.
Fair enough. Oh, and if it's not criminal enough, Norm Powell also has small forward eligibility. So we just put in all these values here, right?
That makes Thaddeus Young even a better play on FanDuel.
Yeah, Thaddeus Young's rough. Wait, where's Gabe Vincent? The guard. Is in there already? Okay, Gabe Vincent's in there already. Dragic.
What kind of minutes are you projecting on Gabe Vincent sheets?
Is he starting?
You don't have any projections out for him yet?
Because
because all of mine don't make sense.
Why? What do you have? No, I don't break them down that way. I just, after it all crunches, I just have the points.
I've got him at 0 still.
Well, I think it's a little more than that.
My guess is that you're going to be right, especially if he starts. If he starts Sheets, you know what? I would bet you a lot of money that it's going to be more than that. So if you play Dragic. It takes you off of these guard plays are taking me off of what I wanted to do. So I think that, like, in terms of like Cody Zeller versus Gafford, you just sweepingly play Gafford. FYI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just in case anybody thought about that one.
Gabe Vincent. Well, what do these guys don't? What are the? Which
I
of the?
didn't say play Gabe Vincent, by the way. I just want to make that clear.
What's that?
I'm not saying play Gabe Vincent. I'm just saying I was just thinking about him.
Well, but all three of these guys, and then bam, he gets that.
Is there a chance? Okay, here's your other weird fade. Look, it's not pretty, but here's your other weird argument to fade Cousins.
Okay.
It's Gafford.
Okay.
A huge fantasy point per minute guy if when they're down and they actually need bodies inside. Doesn't get all of it. He hasn't been the same this year, but he has the upside for it for sure. You could build different and play like he and I'm trying to think. Play he and like a Capella or Drummond or Embiid, and then you can play the chalkiest, most logical everything else, and you are going to be fine. You know what I mean? You can win a tournament by making that play if that's the right, and that's one of the potentially right plays.
Say that one more time.
Gafford, and you forget about Cousins. I actually wonder what this is going to do to Cousins' ownership.
What happened to?
It shouldn't change it really, but like if it's all going to be, if you just play anybody else but Cousins at center on DraftKings, especially, you are already just like lapping the field if somehow Cousins puts up 25 fantasy points. Because somebody else is going to hit more than 5x. He's 4,500, and we don't know how many minutes he's going to play. And even on FanDuel, he's going to be over 60% on probably. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense. But on DraftKings, I think that Gafford, like I've got Gafford in a bunch now. I'm going to put him in a bunch.
You got Gafford in.
The problem is they don't need him. They can go small, and they'll play Thaddeus Young too. So they're both good plays. I need to sit about and think this one out.
It's 3,300.
I turned my camera off for a second just because I need to like take a walk for a second. Okay, so all right, so guys, so basically let me answer some questions because I need to get my mind off of this.
Yep.
Step away from it. Basketball is like, it feels like a poker hand or something. It's like you're like in it. You're like playing it while it's happening almost, it feels like. It's not like the other sports. Okay, so let's see. Going back for Garland. Any questions in here? It doesn't look like there's that many. On FanDuel, would I rather play Gafford or Thad? Is Gafford power forward eligible on FanDuel?
I don't know. I'm looking. I'm pulling up FanDuel right now. There you go.
Is he?
Is Gafford power forward eligible? Yes, he is.
Okay. First thing I gotta do is get rid of Hero for whoever I can. easily target.
I like Harden.
Oh, great. My screen just froze. Can you see me, Sheets? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
My screen just completely froze. Looks like courtesy of FanDuel or something.
FanDuel? FanDuel got you?
I have no idea. I'm frozen on FanDuel. I tried to edit my lineups with Hero in them, and I can't do it. Taking a picture just in case.
Oh, no.
I mean, dude, I don't want to have to not be able to edit my line. That's obviously an important thing. There it goes.
That is true.
It's what I was saying to DraftKings the other night. I was like, it's not like there's a question if this has cost me money. It obviously cost me money. We had 3 late subs that I needed to change.
What do you think of Gafford at power forward?
Yeah, I like him. He's active, man. It's not a good matchup, though. It's a good matchup, like in terms of getting fantasy production, but it's not a good matchup in the typical sense because they don't need to play big. They can play Washington at the 5, and then they can counter with a combination of Markkanen and Thad Young at the 5. That's what worries me. But if he plays well, the other thing is he will get it. He can foul out in no time too. He can get very handsy very quickly. Still trying to sub it for FanDuel. This is crazy. Come on, guys. Can't even use the rest of my computer.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I can't even look at questions in chat because this is not working.
Let me see if there's any questions over here.
Wheels everywhere.
I got QQ top plays, core 4 on DK. Eric Johnson says FD. Fuck FanDuel. McDaniels, Jokic, peak any interest. Never mind question answer on FanDuel. Would you play Gafford or Thad? And you said never mind question answered. I don't know. I'm glad you got an answer because I have no idea who to play.
Yeah, because I honestly like both of them. I actually think Thad. I want to see where the projections end up, and we'll get a better idea for ownership. So Sheets, why don't you take a look at that, and I'll try and. I can't do the same right now. My computer is literally frozen. I'm about to buy another new computer. How many times do I have to do this? I'm buying good computers too. This is really frustrating.
Let me just see something.
This is the worst thing since Patrick Reed.
I don't know about the Gafford thing, man.
I can't see I can't do anything. This is really frustrating. I'm gonna have to drop this and then jump right back in. Sheets, do you mind somehow sending me another invite?
Oh, it's the same link.
Okay, so I can just do that. Yeah, no, right. I'll jump right back in. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's not working still. Why can't I click on my? It's me.
It's not you. It's me. And Randall, Halliburton. I like this though. And then who's better at small forward over here? Get up to. No, I don't need to get up to him. I got Jaylen Brown, who I like. I don't want to play. What's his name? I don't want to play Siakam. I mean, I could do a little bit. Oh, I got to let you in. Sorry. 1 second. 1 sec. Where are you? 1 minute. Where'd he go? I'll find you. Hold on. There it is. Hold on. Okay.
I'm looking at myself.
Yeah, I just see that. I don't see a picture of you, but I see the B. Yeah,
all right. So the core 4 to answer that question before is Cousins, Norman Powell, Dragic, and somewhere between James Harden and Kyrie Irving is the answer. Now, those are the chalky answers.
Let me see what point guard looks like on FanDuel here.
I don't understand how – I feel like the center projections, it doesn't make sense to me. There's too many centers projected to be too high owned. It's not even possible.
It doesn't add, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Still like Luka on FanDuel? It's kind of nuts here, right?
I think Luka's just way too cheap. I really thought we were going to make my mark today. This is so slow. I don't understand why it's going so slow. This is crazy. The problem is, like, you want to play Van Vliet too, right?
All these shooting guards.
And James Harden. Guys, I don't know what's happening, but I gotta let this go again. I hate to do this, Sheets, but I don't know what's happening. My computer is completely done. I'm gonna jump in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Fuck. Let me just finagle it a little bit here. I just want to get up a little more here. It's a point guard, I like him. Shooting guard, I like him. I don't need to play him. Cousins is like too strong. I don't need to fade him. Harden, Luka. I don't want to play Bam. Just go back to the Kyrie, I think. Maybe back to Kyrie. And instead of no, I like Gordon though. I mean, I could get up to somebody better, probably a power forward. I can get up to maybe up to Bagley or close to it. That's almost kind of like the nut lineup, right? That's Kyrie and Harden. I don't need that though. I still think that I want to do this. I still think I want to go play Fox with Randall. I don't know why. I'm just kind of set on doing this. I don't know what it is, but you change this one a little bit. Let's edit this lineup. I think that Aaron Gordon has dropped off the grid as far as this is concerned. This is such a sweet lineup, though, with the exception of this, though. What of these Toronto guys do I really need? I mean, do I really have to play these Toronto guys? Probably, right? Maybe not. Just stick with this. Boy, this is really asking for it. Let me just get some questions. Probably should not have turned the camera off. Probably caused it. Oh, that's interesting. Gordon on DK. You mean Eric Gordon or Aaron Gordon, or both? I guess. Well, let me just pull this in just so I can search for it for a minute. Yeah, they're not getting there for me. Like if I try to find Gordon, both Gordons are going to be pretty far down the list. Actually, no, Eric Gordon's. I like him actually. Eric Gordon's a good player over there. I like him. Oh, this is FanDuel though. Sorry about that. Let me get back to. Let me see if I can get to Gordon over here. I mean, not really. I mean, I really don't. I really don't get to him, Eric. Luca is a Nazi. Eric, you're a little spicy tonight, huh? A little spicy. Cousins in cash on DK, sure. Yeah, sure. No problem. I guess I'm gonna have to rebuild with this value. I was hoping to try to live with some of this, but what really, yeah, you know what? This is what I definitely need to do. I need to, yeah, but none of these Toronto guys are point guard eligible, right? I mean, Dragic came in, right? So he's gonna. I got to find a way to get up to Dragic instead of Patty Mills, right? I mean, that's gonna have to be the case. And then we can go down to one of these guys. We can go down to Powell. We're going down to Powell. So we have 800 less to spend over here. We can, now Bam becomes a good player over there. Almost quite get there, not quite. And I don't need to play him, obviously. And then you play Van Vliet. Yeah, this is not going to be particularly marketing or that's pretty interesting. Marketing or Barrett. That's an interesting. That is definitely an interesting question. Well, this looks like a good lineup. That looks like a good lineup. This looks like a very good lineup. I kind of like all these on FanDuel. What I got to do is I got to rebuild some DraftKings. Look at all these freaking entries. All these. Marketing or Barrett on FanDuel or on DraftKings. I'm just gonna pull up and just gonna do a point per dollar. I'll just look for it. You know what I mean? So on DraftKings, marketing I have like right over there, and then yeah, I market a much better play than Barrett on DraftKings. Yeah, that's right, Reggie. I think that's correct. And marketing does really well in that spot. And like I alluded to earlier, I think Gafford's going to be my fade. I don't think I'm going to play him. I just his rebounding rate is really not that good. What's his name? Is Devontae Graham and Drummond in play? I talked about that a little earlier with respect to Drummond. I will say this, that I mean it's a real long shot play, and especially on this slate. And Reggie, you're saying I like PJ Washington. See, this is the problem. They're just a lot of these kind of fringy plays. Under normal circumstances, I would like Charlotte, right? I would really like Charlotte, and I try to play it. But I think all of them are kind of fairly priced. So yeah, so this is my main. This is so weird. This is like my main kind of build, and it leaves $900 on the table. So what I want to do from this, I want to kind of stack kind of around this, and see if I can't derive. So this has 3 of these Toronto guys all together, which is fine. I mean, I really have no problem with that. I think all of us can get there. So this is New York, Sacramento. Like what I can do, play Nunn, not Dragic. I don't know. I think that I think Nunn's a little bit expensive. I'll double check. I'll double check. I mean, I didn't really feel as though Nunn deserved the whatchamacallit, the price bump. You want me to play Dragic a little bit? I mean, Nunn a little bit instead of him. Let me just double check something. You don't think? It's fine, I suppose. It's going to be lower owned, I suppose, than Dragic. The thing is that he made like every shot that he took, right? Bobby, what do you think? You like them both? All right, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Let's do this. Let's. So if I put none in here, this is the way we hand build. And then we're going to just and then we're going to go down to this. Okay. So here's like a core again. Now I'm going to go and see where I can get some kind of stacky upside. But before I do that, I do want to run a builder. Hold on. Let's see what this does here. Let's upload. None. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to edit. Oh, 6:43? Oh, plenty of time. Kidding me? Plenty of time. Let me see what else. No pressure. We're working together. I like it. Yeah, there's no pressure. This is all good. And we came in today with, I must have had like $50,000 worth of equity in these golf tournaments, and they all went to hell. Every single one of them. I had all my cheap guys smashed, and all my kind of like lock safe high price guys just hit it in the water every freaking hole. So I get to watch like my $7,200 probably win the tournament. I mean, not cash. That'll be fun. We'll see. So I'm just oh, you want me to see? So I'm just kind of building. I put my own projections. I tweaked everything, and I added a little tweak, and I put everything a little, Bobby liked a little more, and then I set this thing to just consider both ownership and everything. And I tweaked a little something. I just want to see what these things look like, and then I'll just kind of do a kind of a real world. What's the word I'm looking for? Common sense adjustment, but it looks like it's really struggling. I think what it's trying to do is say, boy, how do I not give this turkey 100% Cousins? I'd love to do it. I mean, like Hal 2000 or whatever, is Hal was talking to the other part of the algorithm. He's saying, I know Sheets doesn't want to play 100% Cousins. I'm going to do my best, and I don't want to force him out. I don't want to say I want to play 60% Cousins only, or I don't want to say, let me see what 5 lineups look like without him. I want to run this thing based on projection, which does have, it does simulate. So it does have some of the lower outcomes in there. And I have it set for the max sliders to give everybody a break. You know what I mean? And not just assume that they're going to hit their median. And yet still it tends out to be 100% Cousins, which is kind of, it's kind of what I figured. It's just, sometimes guys are just that good of a play. So I'm going to kind of rely on that. So we'll, oops. Oh, excuse me. Not the same size. Screw you, it's not the same size. It doesn't have to be the same size. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, I did it for FanDuel. Oh, my God, do I suck. Do I? No, that wasn't FanDuel. What's going on here? Yeah, it's utility. What are you talking about? He's killing me here. Back up to DraftKings. Where was I? Oh, where'd I go? Oh, Eric, too many things over here. Oh, right there. Okay. So here, download. Oh, 6:47, still plenty of time? All right, still plenty of time. No problem. Oh, fat fingering this cut and paste job a little bit here. Let's see. Why do I have only 16 lineups? That's what I'd like to know. I only asked for 16 lineups? Yeah, I guess so. So it's plenty of that. Excuse me. Oh, I know why I did 16. 6:47, still plenty of time, still nothing panicky. Okay, that's cool. And then what we'll do is we'll do a little less upside. A little less upside, a little bit of an ownership fade, but a little more correlation. And then a little of this, and then we'll do the 1, 2, 4, 5 lineups like this, and I'll see what those look like and see if they're duped. And then when I'm done with this, I'll still have like 5-10 minutes to take questions and then just kind of manually kind of tweak, which is fine. And I don't want to just give the exact lineups I'm doing, but this is, honestly, this is close enough, right? And then there's when people control me. The last time I did this, people were like, oh, dude, you're playing this guy? How can you play this guy? How can you not play this guy? Well, you know what? That's what makes horse racing, right? There's 100 different plays here. It's almost done. Let me see if I would like to say if there are any questions, but I don't even know where the screen with. Oh, there you are. It's not a chase. Oh, Capella. Yeah. See, here's the problem with the Capella play. There's nothing wrong with the Capella play in general. I think he's awesome, and I think that he's like really just he's going to win comeback player of the year or most improved or whatever it is. The problem is that tonight there's just so many good plays that look, if you play 20 lineups or whatever, I am not going to kill you if you put him in. Okay. Ooh, what is this? This is what it needs. So these do not have Cousins. This is what's needed to not. This is what non-Cousins lineup look like, and oh my God, did they look ugly? So what we're going to do is we'll take a couple of them. So I'm not going to go 100%. Is that what we're going to do? All right, we won't go 100% Cousins. How about that? Just for kicks, we're going to put the top 5 lineups in that don't have Cousins. Just for as they say, shits and giggles. Okay. And then we'll go a little bit more, a little less ownership fade. Another 20 max. We'll do another, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I think I'm content with that. We got 650. Oh no, I thought we had an issue again. I thought we had a time issue. Now you tell me at 657 when all my guys are going to get ruled out. That's always what I'm looking for. This sucks because you know what? I don't have time to to do hockey tonight. I know Bobby's right now rolling his eyes. Bruce Brown, I'm not playing any of them. I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to play Bruce Brown. I mean, those Toronto guys are just. I mean, why not just play the Toronto guys? I guess Bruce Brown would be a hell of a lot lower owned than Toronto guys, right? So basically, what I did is my FanDuel lineups are really just my own kind of like hand-built type things, and DK is more of like I did a little projections tweaking and a little kind of massaging of the inputs, but I'm actually letting the optimizer kind of help me actually with the construction, which is fine. I always found that way too. With FanDuel, I always can do better. Well, I say better, but I find it easier to do the hand building on FanDuel. I don't know how Bobby does the DraftKings hand building. I think it's really, really difficult, especially with the multi-position eligibility. I mean, I think you have to have a lot of experience being able to shuffle, right? Being able to shuffle the small forward to the, oh, I can't put him in the small forward, no problem. I'll move small forward. I know that he's shooting guard eligible, so I'll put the small forward where the shooting guard is, put the shooting guard in the regular guard position, guard move the utility. No, that'll leave me 100 with the point guard. When I start doing that, I start to lose my mind. I always end up with like 5,000 left or something like that. I end up kind of screwing up. All right, so it's looking like it's stalling on me. It doesn't want me to play some of his lineups. It's building for me. I don't know what's going on here, but I could stop the build, but I don't want to do that. It's no fun. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these top performing of the 20 max lineups I built up here. And this way, you know, at least I have something. And then we'll upload this. And then we're going to eyeball this while these continue to struggle. I got some TLC in. Okay, maybe I don't need that. Yeah, a lot of Davis. Only 80% Cousins. The way I built it. Well, this should be fun, right? Okay. So we're gonna go back to this, and there's just a couple of guys I don't think that I want. Where was I? Over here? Yeah. Some of these guys I really don't want. I just don't want TLC. I don't want Iguodala. This is America, right? I don't have to take guys I don't want to. I'm going to end up with Jared Culver. No thanks. What other guys that just spit into my world? Not a big deal. I'll take a little Okogie. It's not going to bother me. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's do that. That's good too. Okay, then we're going to come back and look for a little more questions. Once again, Bruce Brown in play. So you know what? So I lied. I'm back to 100% Cousins. I tried, couldn't quite make it work. I'm not playing Jaylen Brown on DraftKings, but he's one of my top plays on FanDuel, if that if that helps. Bobby, I don't know if you're listening, but if you like Jaylen Brown on DraftKings, you can kind of chime in here. I mean, I'll pull up my rankings, but I didn't remember. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Oh, you like Jaylen everywhere? Oh, awesome. Yeah, he's all right. I guess he's just okay on DraftKings. Like he's 8,500. I mean, yeah, I mean he's fine. I don't. You know what I don't like, Bobby? I don't like the way since Tatum left. I mean, they're expecting Jaylen Brown to pick up all this usage, and it just hasn't happened, right? Q, do you like 2 pay-ups at power forward? Looking to go Bam and alone. I like that a lot, actually. You have my full authority if you can make the rest of it work to do that. Because I think I'll tell you what I like, man. I like Randall. I still like that game stack. I still like Randall with and this is a late game, so I'm gonna I might screw around with that a little bit if I'm in contention, because I think that the game, look, you could use all these Toronto Miami pieces to kind of make it, make your lineups work. But in the end, I mean, that would be really nice if you can get get that Sacramento Knicks game stacked up. Yeah, so that's that. FanDuel, yeah, I just have one tiny little Aaron Gordon one in there just for the hell of it. You're very welcome. And yeah, by the way, the only guy I've 100% of 2 guys on FanDuel. One of them is DeMarcus Cousins, and the other one is Jaylen Brown. Just to throw it out there. Yeah, Bobby and his computer do not get along too well. So yeah, good luck this weekend. I mean, what I might do, if I might drop an MMA thing in the Discord tomorrow, or I might just throw a video up there. And if Bobby and I are if we're around, I don't know what the schedule looks like tomorrow, but if we maybe either one of us by ourselves will drop a quick video, maybe we'll go live. I'm not sure. I mean, I just the weekends are kind of just kind of tough, but good luck with all of it, and good luck tonight. And I expect in the Discord tonight, Bobby or somebody to be sweating something big. Hopefully we could root for Randall to get home for somebody in this on this really, really big slate. All right, that's all. Good luck, everybody, and see you.